Hi, I'm Cristy, and welcome to Journey to TEDx. Yes, it is the day of TEDxWIlmington, and there are 24 speakers speaking today. And Greg just got off the stage. Thank you so much for being here today.
It's great to be here.
How was it?
The journey, there are several moments where it was nerve-wracking and anxious. There was a couple times where I even got blocks where I thought, I can't do this. Mm-hmm. But it turned out great. And by the end, it was just a lot of fun to go up and tell a few stories and share an insight. And it was wonderful.
Awesome. Remind everybody, what was your title?
How the Wise Live Wisely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. So I had the pleasure, I'm going to share, his wife also spoke today. I think this was our first husband-wife duo that, spoke separately, but, had the same day. And I got to work with Christine on a lot of stuff, and she had me cracking up because she said at one point in time, she was like halfway memorized, and you didn't even have your thing like written down yet.
No.
Yeah.
No. And it I'm gonna have to talk to her about divulging those secrets, but that
and then we just told everybody else. Sorry.
But yeah, so what happened was I usually do things by bullet point. Mm-hmm. And then I did it, and it didn't quite fit. And so I'd switch it around. My mind is always working on what's the next best way to do it.
Right.
So it's hard for me just to put something down and then practice it for 3 weeks. Because while I'm practicing or thinking, I'm creating something new.
Right.
So the creative mind. So I eventually did then, one night when I was in a block, recorded what I had it transcribed, and then started writing from there. Okay. And then put a stake in the sand, and I got my feet back under me, and it became better. But it was last minute. I mean, it was just this last week that I had something written. Yeah, we all work different. And so it was this last week where I finally, and you as a coach is very helpful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. No, you're welcome. Having a coach, because the feedback I got from people helped me. And they said, look, that transition is clunky. Find a better transition. Mm-hmm. That point I'm not clear about. Find a better point. Right. So those little places were very helpful. I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know how it came out, but it was helpful for me in terms of preparing. So
that's great.
Thank you to you and all the coaches out there.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, it's a pleasure. It really is. What I find to be amazing is like the adrenaline is so high going up onto that stage. Are you like, I don't even know what I talked about? I mean, that's how I felt when I got off. I was like, I don't even know what I said, but hopefully it was good. People applauded.
Yeah, I think someone clapped.
Yeah,
so it should be good.
We got one.
And I think my mom will watch it. So, and if not her, maybe my dad will make her watch it. We'll see.
Right, we'll see. Yeah. Dad might criticize, but hey.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's great. So, how were the nerves going up? Because you do public speaking.
Yeah, I do public speaking. I do workshops. I do training. So the nerves were, I had some, but not too much.
Okay.
The thing that throws me a little bit is I'm used to being here, being able to see the faces and talking, being more conversational, interactive when I do my work, versus being in bright lights, which is difficult because it's hard to see the reaction and have interaction. And I'm more about interaction than I am just about pushing something out. So that part was tricky for me. And I'm glad I had some time to get up there, get used to it, see what it was like, and practice that in my mind, because it is a different way of presenting for me than being on stage. But that said, it's a short time, right? You can do anything for 18 minutes almost.
It's true. It's true. And you didn't freeze, so.
No, I didn't freeze.
You're good.
I finished.
You finished. I made my point, I think.
I made my point. I made a point. And I finished.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I tell people, I'm like, it's really wild because you think you get up on that stage and you can see everybody, and you can't. Like, you're lucky if you can see past the second row, but you have to talk as if you're talking to everybody in that stage, because guess what? They can see you. You're up there, So it's incredible.
Yeah. It's a different experience. Yeah, thank you.
It really is. It
Thank
really
you.
is. What recommendations would you give to people, who are thinking? This is on a lot of people's bucket list, I think.
Right, yeah, it's on a lot. I think this. One, try not to do too much. Find one message or one experience or one story that you have that is unique to you and could be an insight to others, and then just work that and share it. I think that's the most important thing. Second, use stories.
It's so important, isn't it?
So, I mean,
It's
even
how
when
you
I'm doing my
connect.
training, if I have a list, like, here are the 5 steps you got to take, people are like, oh, 5 steps. Tell a story.
Yeah,
People remember stories.
that's right.
And so I would say keep it simple, keep it unique, and then use story.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
perfect advice. Yeah, I
Right.
agree. You got to have that human side. Yes, it's ideas we're spreading, but it's you want to teach as like that's the whole point. You want to teach somebody something new, but having them be able to relate to it, give them that human side is so important. I don't know. I just love talking to you. I love talking to this man. Oh, I can't get
Thank
enough.
you, too. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
No,
Thank you.
but so big win.
Big win.
Big win.
Big bucket list. And it's interesting here that my wife and I were the first husband-wife team to do this, on this particular stage. We loved it. And when we were coming up today, we're like, bucket list. And we don't say that to each other very often. We've done some neat things, but this was definitely a bucket list. And so it was fun to be able to do it together and to share it. And I mean, we have very different messages too, so that was
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that was
Absolutely.
neat too. So
And I asked her first thing I was like, did you cry? And she was like, I did not cry today. And so we talked about that.
yeah, I
but-
cried when I
Did
watched
you?
her. Oh yeah, I still it's like
She had me crying the one
I know.
I mean,
The stories are unbelievable. She says
Unbelievable.
at 7 years old. I'm like, ooh, it still gets me.
yeah.
It still gets me.
Beautiful delivery on
Yeah,
that. We
thank
worked
you.
on that, but yeah, that was
Yeah,
beautiful delivery. Yeah, just amazing. And her and we came up with this idea. So you're hearing it because everybody else heard it here first, right? We're gonna do. We were talking about tag team, tag team the red circle, but instead we're gonna do Guinness Book of World Records, right? I gotta talk to Dan about this and get it approved. But see people come up. You got to use the next person has to use the last line. So it's like just a wave of TEDx.
That would be beautiful.
So it'll be totally off the cuff.
Yeah, it'd be totally off the cuff. And here's the other thing that's exciting about that is that it pushes all of us not to be on what we're going to say, but to listen and be connected with what everyone's saying. And that's much more powerful than me doing my own little thing and trying to be impressive. Me being attuned to everyone else and all of us trying to be connected, much more powerful.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, really cool. All right.
All right. So do you want to share your links with?
No, I just thank you for putting this on. Thank you for having us. Wonderful experience. And I highly recommend it to anyone else. Find a TEDx franchise, get connected, do your talk. It's just a wonderful way to pull together ideas and thoughts and to make them flow.
Yes.
Like it pushed me, so it was great. Thank you so much.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
incredible.
tell people, nobody can take this away from you. You've
Yeah.
done it, and now it's out there, and you're going to impact the world with it. So
Yeah.
thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
being here. All
My
right.
pleasure.
We're going to be talking with more speakers all day today, so keep on watching.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Bye.